Hey guys, Elisa Mousy here, and if I seem at all tired or fed up or anything like that, this is the third time in less than a week that I have tried to record this video. I had to futz with my settings, I had to move my microphone, which is now, as you can see, it's very close to me. It's wobbling because it is sitting on a lap desk cushion on my leg. But I hope that with turning the volume down on the game again, and then having this, maybe if I turn up my gain a little bit more. I'm sorry, you didn't come here for my bullshit. Welcome to Dark Arcana the Carnival, Part 3. If any of my commentary seems a little dry, I am going to repeat that I've done this 3 times in under a week. And so part of this is me trying to essentially reinstate, I guess, what it was that I said before. But basically this puzzle, as you can see, involves turning things and matching them up. I usually try to kind of follow a set of 2 of them, just to see if they match up like that. And by a set of 2 of them, I mean 2 separate, like, lines, I guess, of the snake. I gotta move things around a little bit. But yeah.
What in the world are they planning to do here?
That is a damn good question. But yeah, in both of the times that I recorded this, my mic was not picking me up because it was muted, and then there was a setting that was wrong, that it was connecting to something else and not my Yeti, so it wasn't picking me up. So, like, I keep looking over at my second monitor just to make sure that, like, the volume thing is right on the Yeti display thing. But anyway, first we've got this air pump. There's this horse thing, which even the first time I did this, I remembered. There was that little horse-shaped hole in the carousel. So we are gonna have to put that back there. And there's this little concession guy skeleton. And there's a lock on that, so we gotta find a key. And there's Jim and the so-called evil one back there, and that looks like the mirror from the House of Fear. She's unconscious. I need to find something that'll wake her up. There's a lion over there who seems to be asleep, but we can't pass through here, so let's do the one thing we can do and grab a key.
Hey.
Probably to the... And there he goes. Still don't know entirely where he, like, why he just went running off.
Oh no! What have I done? And where did Jim run to again?
I know where, I just don't know entirely why. So now the lion's in our way, and I wish it would go back to sleep. Well, let's see if we can end up making that happen. But first, gotta unlock this. And so that's a new one of these. Rubber patches, aka band-aids. Oh, I didn't even realize we were looking for the mice this time. I was just clicking on the gummy worms. Because I think I've said before that I noticed that, okay, why is it not letting me slide that back? I really hope that's not worse. There's something that I need. Okay, I was like, please don't tell me that's where the ear is. No, the ear's there. Where are the candies? Please, please don't tell me. Fuck. I was gonna say, please, please do not tell me that after all of this, when I finally get shit set up, the game that I have known in the past to be fine, please tell me that it is not breaking and oh.
He's acting so weird. I really should find out what he's up to.
No, this is the third time I've done this, and this is the first time that I did not notice him when I walked in here. I don't know why I was reading rubber duck as rubber chicken, but bad smiley. Peg top with a spinning top. Have to put the puzzle back together, and I still think that this looks like Billy the Puppet. Actually, at this point, I don't even know if that was in a video that you guys saw or not. But if you go back and rewind it before I clicked on it, am I crazy, or does it kind of look like Billy the Puppet from the Saw movies? Where's the thread? Is over there, okay. And so now we have one vinyl. I'm gonna patch that up and fill it back up. So now we've got a little life buoy. Whew. I'm so sorry with this again. And there's part of the door mechanism. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Okay, yeah, we gotta go back here to the carousel. Put the horse figure in. And this is probably one of the easiest puzzles of the game. Because, yeah, you have to just click them all so that they light up, and clicking on one affects it being on and off of that one, and then the thing on either side. But easy enough to puzzle to figure out, even if you haven't done it a million times. So, yeah. I'm sorry if I fixate on that and it gets annoying. The really obnoxious thing, other than having to like record it again and again and again, was the fact that because these games like autosave and stuff, I had to start over and play up to where I was again and again. I mean, I had to do that yesterday when I found out that the recording that I did yesterday didn't stick, and I was gonna try and record this yesterday, but I did not have it in me, and that is not appropriate. And YouTube, before you yell at me about any kind of inappropriateness, I'm also gonna point out that's a skeleton. We all have them. They all look relatively the same. Grapes, grapes, grapes. Why can I not find the grapes? Cane. Pretty sure that's that's the folded up fan. Hat. That's a lighter, not a flask. Flask. Glass. The grapes were hidden in the skirt. That feels markedly unfair. But yeah, maybe I'm not giving any of this enough credit. I'm sorry. Now we get the diamond. And you have to be really weird with the diamond, because you don't use it for anything jewelry related. you use the diamond to cut a hole in the counter to get the wire cutters. And why do you need wire cutters? To get through the back door, that's why. But, oh yeah, we gotta do this again. I should probably read the instruction for you guys. If the jukebox jams again under the top 3 songs and their categories, it always helps. So the first one is going to be Jazz B3. The second one is Rock B5. And Jazz, or not Jazz, wow. The third one is going to be Pop A2. Gives us access to a car. But why does fixing the jukebox jamming help? Oh, and there he goes. I really wish you could see him like continue on this route, but that's not really a thing you can do. Yeah, I don't really understand why fixing, like unjamming the jukebox makes the middle of it open. That seems a little weird to me. And I'm sorry for kind of hitting the mic and there's that rabid raccoon. It is, like I said, it's sitting on a cushion lap desk thing on one of my legs. So it's a little bit in the way, and anytime I move, it moves. That's a bloody tablecloth. But I'm hopefully gonna get, like, I'm gonna see if I can find some sort of stand to pop, like, to stick my microphone on that I can pull towards me so that it'll be, like, right here without having to be very precariously balanced on me. I just don't know how I'm gonna do that. And this. And we just don't comment at all on the head that just appeared. Have we decided that that's just, like, normal for this mirror world? That's just kind of how things are. There's something over here that we gotta send Miles for. He's gotta be probably the luckiest monkey in the world to get off those right before they break. And now we gotta throw the buoy in order to get him back. But, like, right now the only solution that I can really think of for the microphone issue might be, like, you know, one of those, like, microphone mount arms, like a boom arm or something, except I don't have anything to mount it on, so that wouldn't really help me in the long run. It would just take up space in my already very small recording space, because my recording space is my bedroom, and I have a pretty small bedroom. It's cozy though, I like it, I don't mind. And there is a handle in there with a very convenient hole for us to stick something in to pry it open. And I never trust pianos when I see these, because it's always, every time there's a piano, it's a memory game. And I hate memory games because I suck at them. And so there's a little block keeping the car in place, so we're gonna have to move that. There's a convenient winch. We just need something to attach the two. So for now, I think really the only thing we can do is go to the clearing. And yes, I see Jim here this time. I see him here.
You're very persistent, Detective, but so am I. Don't you understand? I will bring her back, no matter the cost. I owe it to her. Master said it would work, and it will. It must.
So Jim really plans to resurrect Alice? Oh my! Are they going to sacrifice Susan then?
I just realized something. His voice was louder when he was facing away from me. It was harder to hear him once he turned around. That's not how that works. The rose brooch, which looks just like a regular rose. This banshee. Lucky charm. Memory tablet, which I had just been randomly clicking on that because you can't tell me that doesn't look like a shield. That doesn't look like a tablet. When I think of like a memory tablet, like something that would be in this game, I think of like a stone tablet like you might find like in ancient, I don't know, Rome or something. Smelling salts, wedding ring, nightingale, a little bird, newspaper, kiss, goblet, incense, earring. Does that earring have 2 R's in it? Huh. So we've... Oh, yeah, there was also this. We need this over here. With this poster that Jim has probably, been using as target practice. There's a thing up here, but Miles is going to be too nervous. Yep, Miles is scared of the flame. He won't go there unless I put it out. So we also have to get something to put out that very, very high flame. And thank you for pointing out this red light. I've pumped out the fuel. Stay on the island. It's for your own safety. You're in too much danger out there, Jim. So he is apparently somehow also concerned about our safety. Jim Gibbons' performance of a lifetime, a life-changing event. Don't you dare miss it. And I really hope that with my mic this close, that you can actually hear my bullshit mumbles while I'm doing puzzles. Because I feel bad, you guys just hearing minor incoherent nonsense under the sound of the game. But I, a lot of times, don't realize, like, when I'm mumbling, I don't realize that that's what I'm doing. So I just kind of end up talking like this to myself, and I can hear me just fine. I can even hear me just fine through the microphone. But I won't know until I finish and go back if you guys actually understood a damn thing I just said. Shit. Fish. Kite. Hat. There. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And so now we have to connect that line there, connect it to the winch, so that we can move the car, and down it goes, and it crashes. So let's see what we can get in here. There is a wrench. Everything must be the same as that night. We'll need to install the original target wheel in the arena. And that was the target wheel in the arena that we saw. And also, I need to point out, I forgot to go here and open this up. Also, because I need that. And then this was never a place for my love. She's already where she'll wake up. I would like to point out that I am a little bit concerned about the fact of, like, a couple things could be going on here. Either, A, the evil one made a deal with Jim like 30 years ago. Because I'm pretty sure this game takes place in the early to mid 2000s, and Alice died in the 70s, I want to say. So either Jim made a deal with the evil one 30 years ago, and he's just waited until now, and oh my god, he looks the same. It's been 30 years, and he looks exactly the goddamn same. Yeah, so he must have made the deal back then if he's got some sort of eternal youth thing going on. And so on top of that, did he just, like, steal her coffin? Hold it here in the mirror world this whole time? Pull her body out? And put it somewhere else in the mirror world? And does that mean that things don't decompose in here? Because we've seen, like, decomposed hands, that head that came out of the dumbwaiter. Unless that's another part of the evil one's magic. Alright, we gotta go up here. And there's what is with all these car batteries. So first we're gonna try and unscrew it, but there's this little, yep, oil up there that is going to set that on fire. A fire that we gotta put out by very conveniently taking this crank off of the mailbox and putting it on this winch to get a bucket of conveniently filled water. I'm realizing a lot of this, like, obviously things in these games are convenient. They have to be convenient for you to actually do things, but that, I don't know why I'm doing this. I always get so frustrated whenever people playing games start over-criticizing, like, the logic of things in the game. Because it's like, just enjoy it for what it is, and here I am doing pretty much exactly that. But I'm not so much criticizing as just questioning and maybe poking a little bit of fun at how the logic here doesn't really logic. But it's all in good fun. Plus, it's a mirror world. Is that that's not a bandage. What is... roll of bandages. Yeah, it's all in good fun. And I'm not criticizing it. The only time I really criticize these games, I mean, sometimes I joke at the really over-the-top voice acting, or like I think I did in the first part, at how literally nothing but their mouths and eyes moved, so it was like everything was like picture still. So yeah, sometimes I do poke maybe a little too much fun at that, or the overdramatic of the voice acting, but the only time I'm actually going to really criticize any of these are going to be in a situation that you don't hear about. And where is this damn comb? But you won't hear about them because they will be from a series that doesn't go up. Because most of the time, the Guardian resides between the realms and prevents the unwanted entities from traveling through the mirror. He is forbidden to influence the events in either realm, but is incredibly powerful. This is probably because the Guardian is supposed to act something, not only something, coming, something. But usually the goal... coffin disappear. Can I read that? That is either Latin or a key smash. Because I don't think I see a single recognizable word in that paragraph from what little I can see of it. But yeah, most of the time I am going to try to record these way ahead of time and have the whole game done before I even upload the first part, because some of them do break, unplayably so. But I know that this game works. I know that it doesn't break. And so that's why I can do this like as is. I'm going to try to finish the playthrough of it this weekend, which is going to include the bonus chapter. Which I think I'm going to do the bonus chapter just as its own video. So it's going to be longer than most of these. Lately I've taken 3 sleeping pills a night, enough to put a lion to sleep. That is a convenient measurement that's like measuring a fridge by the number of microwaves. You guys all know that meme? But yeah, after this one is done, I'm gonna make sure, even though I know that the next couple games that I'm gonna play are also fully functional, I am going to make sure that I'm going to get those, like the whole game fully recorded before they start going up, so that I can get ahead. One, so that I can make sure that there aren't going to be any gaps, recording issues or other life events notwithstanding. Obviously those are extenuating circumstances, but so that I won't have any gaps, while I can also play either a game that ends up breaking way later on, so that's a bunch of recording time wasted, or games that are significantly longer. Because one of the series on my list is the Hide and Secret series, and if you know anything about the Hide and Secret series, you will know that those games, especially the second one, are very, very long. So I would not be able to play the entire second game in one sitting. That would take a couple days, which would mean probably closer to a couple weekends, because most of the time I try and do the recordings of these on the weekend, because that is a window up there, and it's just easier and kind of gives me, it doesn't affect the lighting then if I record at night, and I can stay up later on the weekends, except I can't record on Fridays because that's when I stream. We're gonna open up that trunk, and that is a California license plate, which I know because my job involves a lot of license plates. I can identify any...
Everything is ready.
Everything is ready. I can identify a plate from any of the 50 United States, or I believe it's 10 or 11 Canadian provinces and territories. But anyway, let's get back to the mainland, I guess you could call it. And now that we are back here, and we're getting kind of close to the 30-minute mark, I think this is where I'm going to cut it here. So, if you liked what you saw, including my annoyed rambling, which I'm sorry for, it would have been so much worse if I tried to do this video last night. But if you enjoyed what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, maybe tap that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload or go live. Thanks for your time. See you on the flip side. Elisa out.